What brings me hope in my generation is that we are the ones that decided to spark the conversation. We were taught from our parents, our grandparents, at least in my family, to not speak about mental health, or that it was just like this big stigma around it. And the fact that our generation sparked the conversation and decided to do something about it and start foundations, start organizations, nonprofits is honestly beautiful and extremely hopeful.
Born This Way Foundation Talks, or BTWF Talks as we call them, are a series of conversations that we host across all of our platforms that invite our community to lean into conversations about kindness, mental health, bravery, and resilience.
When you go to your doctor for a checkup, oftentimes they rarely ask you if you're feeling depressed or if you're feeling anxious or if you've been drinking or you're feeling suicidal or having thoughts of harming yourself. And that's because very rarely do you see that in the system. But for AAs and PIs, we actually have this idea that the mind and body are connected. And so what treats the mind treats the body.
Witness aspirational conversations about mental health that name the issues and immediately follow up with actionable ways to support your mental health and resources.
For anyone out there who is trying to educate themselves more about Black history or even about like their own culture, two podcasts that I have fallen very deeply in love with are, one of them is called The Nod. It is a Black culture podcast, and they talk about everything Black culture. You can find history on there. You can find things that aren't really talked about mainstream on there. And the other one is called Uncivil, and it talks about the hidden mysteries of the Civil War and things that are not talked about in school.
With the help of our partners and mental health professionals who join our conversations, Born This Way Foundation is able to provide additional resources and support for young people across different sectors.
Is there a way for disabled people to get there? Is there an ASL interpreter? It's making sure that every member of this community is not left out, because that is what has happened every time.
We affirm, inform, and represent while providing resources for support.
Having someone see you, understand you, say that they care about you, and take a moment to connect with you, right? Like, that is kindness. And what the research shows is that that has a powerful effect on our brains and bodies. And it's truly deeply healing.
Join our Global Kind community today through our website at bornthisway.foundation/community.